welcome back to another episode of EVE Online. In the last episode, we managed to have a rather spectacular explosion in a wormhole gas site. I have replaced the gas ship with this one, ran over to Do-Dixie and purchased a new ship. And then I also upgraded a mining ship, which is located right here. Gave them temporary names so I could determine which ones were which. And then we need to name them. We need to name the regular mining ship, which is Adventure. We need to rename this, or name this rather, mining ship here, which is a gas miner. And an Imicus, which is a scanning ship, which is located in the Imicus area of the... right there, pointing right at it. The one that looks kind of like a little sea captain hobbling on a leg. So we need to name them. If you want to have your suggestion entered into the drawing, make sure to list it in the comments below, and it will be determined at random by the wheel of names, and we'll move forward from there. Best of luck for your submission. In my last video, we had a bunch of comments, one of which was from a poster named Brian, who suggested that or actually said, the RSS probes are actually the most expensive. This is correct. They are about 27 million apiece, and the sisters were a more economical-ish but high-end variant, which is true also. They're a very good probe, and they cost about 500,000 each, so it's a much more economical choice for a quality probe. However, you can get a regular probe for 27 grand, but they're not nearly as good as the sisters probes. If you can afford them, they're the way to go. You're absolutely correct. They are more cost effective when it comes to the ability to search quicker. Very good point, and I would only point out that expense is really a subjective thing. To me, 500k is expensive because I am cheap. But yeah, what can I do? Vic pointed out that you should increase the speed of the orbit as you're going around the outside of the gas harvesting spot, or gas harvesting cloud, orbited at 1500 with your afterburner on. And I think that actually works pretty good, so we'll try and maintain that. The general opinion is if I need to spam the direct scanner more often, and this is also correct, as I have learned that doing so will instantaneously or close to instantaneously show you if something pops up within your AU sphere. Being alert, being vigilant, and watching that. Good idea. Spam that the V button. Make sure you constantly hit that as much as possible. Now, turning on the shield hardener was an oopsie boo boo. When I was speaking, I was focused more on the commentary. They landed 50 off. I kind of got caught flat-footed. Took me a bit back. I hit the wrong buttons. Basically, I messed up, and a combination of bad practice, lack of focus and concentration, and other things came into play, and I ended up losing a ship because I wasn't paying attention and I panicked. I could have got away. I did get away, my pod, but my ship died. So, yeah. Need to pay more attention, less commentary when you're doing high-risk maneuvers, which is what's going to happen today. I'm planning on focusing more, so you're going to probably hear less in the commentary as I'm actually gas mining. Now, we have the ever-popular comment, which is, get good. This is a comment, which is kind of interesting. You do get good, but my point of view when it comes to getting good is something along the lines of, in order to get better, you have to fail in order to learn. If you're a person who can do something perfect and absolutely nail it every time, the first time, you are an extreme outlier, and I would doubt your veracity on the claim, because everybody fails. So the question is, did you learn anything? And if you learned something, then you really didn't fail because you gained experience. You learned some things that you should do, you shouldn't do, and then you can move forward. So yes, I needed to turn my shield hardener on. We do have to rename our ships. And from there, I think we can... Oh, I put in a new implant in our... I can't remember which quest line it was. I think it might have been the scanning exploration quest. We picked up this limited adaptation chip. What happens is it'll pop up in your inventory when you're done. You right click it and then you can plug it in. When you plug it in, it takes up a slot inside your character, and it gives me, in this particular case, the social adaptation chip. Gives you a +1 to your charisma. It helps with social interactions with game NPCs and stuff like that. Now, you can replace these, but I believe they get destroyed when you pull them out. Fairly sure. I never actually pulled one out. I usually get blown up before that ever happens. We have that. Then there was one other thing. Oh yes, I picked up these station containers. I believe they are the station container, the large station container, and a warehouse container. I did not pick up the larger warehouse containers. They are progressive in size. They go from 1 million M3 to 10 million M3 to 100 million M3. A lot of space. The main function of these is to help you sort your inventory inside your item hangar. And with that, you can also get an audit function, which will tell you when you set it up, what your password changes and all that stuff were. So you can get that done with those. There is a secure audit container and a secure container, which you can put into space. You cannot put a station container into space, however. And you cannot put a full built station container into your ship. They're way too big. In fact, I can't remember, the warehouse container, when it's compacted, is... You're going to move one, I think, if you're lucky. Unless you have a freighter. You're better off if you were to build a warehouse container. Literally to build a warehouse container in whatever station you're in with a blueprint. Then you have to try and move it. And then when you're done, you can pack it back up and try and sell it. Which is an option. So we have our scanner probes, our ship is all here and it's insured because I just got that stuff done. What did we do down here? We completed our astrometric range finding, drone navigation level 3, and I was of course invited to join another group of individuals. For a corporation, which I have declined because we're not quite there. Once you start getting into the social dynamics, things get a little bit more different. We're still focusing on trying to get, gas mining right. So from here, what we're going to do is we are going to undock. We are going to go out. We are going to find a signature, a cosmic signature. And nothing in this system is going to be usable. This is a training system. So we go to this system. And maybe we can find something which is actually viable for a wormhole entrance. Whatever wormhole we're going to go into, 99% of the time, probably going to have somebody in it. If they don't have a corporation or something in it already. So always be on your guard. So we're going to go through this gate. We're going to go to the sun. We're going to set a destination at random into space with our afterburner on to try and keep people from nuking us while we scan down any anomalies that might be in. I don't want to warp to 0. I want to warp within 100.
Drive
and then we're going to move it at random into space so that we can stay a little bit more alive. Just in case. Once I get to the wormhole entrance, I might be talking a lot less because I'm going to be focusing more on what I'm doing, so we live, we learn, we watch, and hopefully we don't die in a blazy, gassy glory. So let's just pick that direction. Turn on your afterburner. Fly into space. Go down here to your scanners. Click on probe scanner or hit Alt-P. Opens up this wonderful thing. Launch your probes. I don't think there's anything in here. We just do a quick scan. This will probably confirm what I already know, because nothing listed up here. Yeah, we'll pull this back in, and we will find another system. Let's go with this one.
Warp drive
So we have 8
active.
in our launcher. We have. Didn't I pull this back in? Oh, wait, I'm on mining. Okay, yeah, so 8 here, 8 in my launcher, which means I have all 16 of my probes. I forgot my script. I think. Hey, it's a Reaper. Toxic love. Sounds like my ex-wife. Let's just jump it. Not my ex-wife, the gate. And leave that there. Alright, let's check the sun. I don't want to warp to 0, I want to warp within 100.
Warp drive active.
Hey, it's a capsule. Yellow sun. I prefer the blue suns. I don't know why. I think I just like the color blue. We'll do the same thing here. Oh. Bowheads. Air bowheads. Oh, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? This is a bad idea. Oh yeah, this is a really bad idea. Really bad idea. It's got something in the wreck though. I've got some space, but only 50 M3. Bowhead is a huge. I take a damage? No, I'm taking. You're burning through too much power. Open cargo. Civilian. No, we are getting out of here. We are getting out of here. Run. Shut that off. Run as fast as I can. Alright. Why am I whispering? Oh, that's gotta be annoying. Alright, sorry. Mumbling to myself as I'm flying through space. So let's go back to our original plan. I just had to check that out, see what was in those. Appears to be civilian stuff. I only checked one out, but I just don't trust it, so I'm gonna follow my instincts and go away. Alright, so let's go with probe scanner. We have one cosmic signature, so we have possibility. Let's launch a tight formation on our probe formation. This is a bad night of the week to do what I'm doing. However, I'm trying to make up for lost time because of recent events that I had posted online. And the cosmic anomaly, or cosmic signal is... What kind of a site is it? It is a wormhole. Okay, we're going to go into the wormhole after we get it all scanned down. Looks pretty good, so let's just make it smaller. We hold the Alt key down, we drag it in, we hit the Analyze button yet again. Nobody's popped up really close to me. Better, 74.2%. Let's move it a little bit more. Probably went down a little, or up a little. Nope. So what we need to do is just make it smaller. Zoom it in so we can see a little better what we're doing. And that should get it. And then we bookmark our wormhole site. We're going to do that for 2 days. I didn't get it. Okay, okay. Quit that. Alright. Might not work. We don't know. We'll find out here quickly. The day of the week I'm doing this on is a Friday, and I find that Friday is an absolutely terrible time to do this. Anytime during the weekend. Friday and Saturday particularly are horrible days to do it on. So here's our wormhole. We're going to save it. We're going to go with W wormhole enter 1 for 2 days. We can recall our probes. Go there, we can right click this, go to our locations, should be wormhole enter 1 within 70, just in case there's somebody on the hole.
Active.
Oh, so weird. Stay focused. Wormhole. Doesn't appear to be an obvious person here. Doesn't mean they don't have a cloaked scout outside of it. Right click it as soon as I can. Just wait just a little longer. Burn to the hole. Now, they may have a cloaked person outside. They may have a cloaked person inside, or both. Want to get off the hole as quick as possible. But as soon as I get in here, we'll see what happens. And jumping. Splash. Okay. Now Antiplex jump gates. That can't be good. We are in another area. We are in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna go away because this did not go to the place we need to go to, which is wormhole space. It went to another sector of space in nullsec. I want to get out of here. Enter the hole. warp spot and go to there.
Warp
I'm
drive
picking these at
active.
random. And that is not unintentional. I'm intentionally picking it at random because I don't want to establish a pattern which may be used, because people can determine where I am based upon, well, the system, and if they wanted to, they could camp me and blow me up. So I'm trying to be as random as possible on some of the things I do. Days that I record, things of that nature. Because, yeah, people will blow you up if they know that kind of information. That's a vector. And he went away. Alright. So let's go to the sun. We're in a 0.9 system, so we're high sec. This is good. Where are you? Sun. Warp 2 within 100.
Warp drive active.
And then we repeat the process. We go back here, pick a random location. I always pick up. Go pick down. No, pick that way. On. There we go. So, probe scanner. There isn't one in the system. Don't know what that is. I think it might be something to do with the Havoc expansion, but I'm not sure. Needs?
Warp drive active.
Yeah. Just because you find a wormhole does not mean that it's going to go into wormhole space. Sometimes they just go from one sector of space to another, like we found. Basically, we went from high sec space to -2 null sec. As soon as I saw Ansiplex gates, which are player-owned jump gates, I was like, oh yeah, that's not good. As soon as I popped up on their local, they went out on their defense channel, I have no doubt. But I wasn't there for hardly any time at all, so they'll know they got a wormhole in their system. Alright, so back to the sun.
Warp drive active.
So we're just outside of Dixie now. Which is kind of funny. I think this is the system where the individual who I had initially watched do a gas site ran their gas site stuff, which is kind of funny to me. Funny, haha. Alright, we're off there, we hit the afterburner. Go down here, hit the Alt P. Nothing. So we go to this one. Harder to find a site than you think sometimes.
Active.
Ah, see? When I took that warp, I forgot to turn my afterburner off, and as a result, it took me longer to get to warp because when you're at warp with a micro warp drive or afterburner, it slows your warp away time. Which is my fear initially when I was thinking about orbiting with the afterburner on, and I'm still kind of up in the air because I'm so used to it doing it one way. It doesn't mean that it's the correct way. Oh, hello, Mr. Three-Headed Dog. A airship named Three-Headed Dog. I'll just wait for you to go away. Scorpion Death. That's nice. Such fuzzy names, you know. Can't have a wonderful name like Rainbow Connection or something. Yeah.
Warp drive active.
So you worked out this way. Yeah, more than likely you were going to that gate. Unless, of course, I land on you at the sun. Short answer is no. Waiting for me to drop out of warp. And then we'll go back to probes. Okay, now we're cooking. So let's click this one. We want to launch probes. Put that over here. We want to increase the size of the probe range to just overlap it as much as possible. Take a look at it. Yeah, see? Gotta drop it. Yes, I'm incredibly slow at this. Part of the reason why I don't like it. What do we got going on here? We have cosmic signatures. Moved. Slippery little guy. Well, we got 8.6, marginally better. To size the bubble once again, hold down Alt and slide your little mouse slider in or out. There are other ways to do it, but that's just seemed to be the easiest for me. There's wormhole. Get in there. On that particular try. Close enough. Make it a little smaller. And give her a whack and see what happens. Unstable wormhole. Right click, save location. Wormhole, enter 1. It will save these for 2 days in each individual system, and then after that they will be removed, which is why I'm not removing them manually. The one that we bookmarked will go away. and it won't be on this system. It'll be only viewable by individual systems. So if you work one system to another and you name it the same thing, there'll be different bookmarks in different systems. So we have that. We can pull these in. 8 on the hold, 8 in the scanner. Close this, warp 270 off of our location. Probably don't have to do it, but paranoia. Whee! Okay. Action sequence. Woo. That's the biggest action sequence there is in this video. I'm doing good. Nothing apparently outside. Once again, means absolutely nothing. Until I come out of warp before I click the button, hit the afterburner, burn to the hole. That's such a good thing. Once I get inside here for sure, I'm going to probably be a lot quieter. Might make some commentary, but won't be anything like last time. We are in J space. So we back off, we right click, we then save our location. First thing you do every time, we make this not the emergency, W, wormhole exit, save it for 2 days, Sun, warp 2 within 100.
Warp drive active.
Is bookmarked. Hit the D scanner. Yes, people are yelling, screaming at their screens. And we are in trouble. We are in trouble. We are not going to do this system. There are scanner probes out now. And we are leaving.
Warp drive active.
Somebody's out scanning. They're in a stiletto and a saber. This is a ship which can stop me. I wonder if they're sitting on the gate. We'll find out when I get back. Attempt to drop out of warp and jump the hole. Okay. Might be asking yourself, why did I run away like a coward? The answer is there are people in there actively scanning, and I am not in the mood to get loaded up. Oh, this is also unstable. That means this is going to close. So we can try and find another one. Now what I want, location. And I forgot to do that.
Warp drive
I think there was
active.
only one. Or was there more than one on this system? I think there's more than one. Probably should have scanned down more. I just was impatient. So, random area. Back to probing. That one's closer. Launch in compact formation. Zoom in. Be the farthest away. Seems to be the case. Yeah, That's pretty good. Make it smaller. Give it another scan. Combat sites, bandit relic site. Not what I want. Make it larger so that we can figure out what's going on. I don't want to do the combat or the relic site. Although that would be a good option. I mean, if you wanted to make some money, you could also do relic sites. See if that does anything. Scanning difficulty unknown. Let's make that bigger again. And then holding the control key to make that a little bit different on the overlap for the bubbles, or the overlap. Hold that down, and then I can control the size of how those things come together and go apart. And we will see how that works. Wow, you bounced around. Okay. You know, I don't know why they just didn't make this sound fingernail scrub on my old school slate board, because that woot woot sound is kind of like split the distance there. Kind of almost on top of each other, so. And then we'll make that smaller. Maybe we'll make it smaller if I can hold the key. There we go. What do we got going on here? Nothing. Alright. Another wormhole. I mean, that bothers me, and I'm high frequency death. Right click, save location as wormhole enter. 2 days. Accept. Recall. Close this. Location. Just wormhole in here. We're still in the same system. That's why. Okay. Yeah, that should be right.
Warp drive active.
Because I forgot I was in the same system. We bounced around to so many systems, I forgot that the system I was in, I already had a bookmark wormhole. This is wormhole K162. Is that the same one? Only one way to find out, unfortunately. Back into weird hole space. Okay, that looks better. Bookmark wormhole. Save location. Exit. Fly to sun. You don't have to fly to the sun every time, by the way. I just use the sun sometimes, apparently every time, because it's a central location. But yeah, if everybody did it, then everybody would be camping in the sun, so pick a random area if you can. Go over that way. Come on. Hit the button. Pink. Pink sun, really? Huh. Didn't know they made them. Launch. And the clock starts. Took a gamble by not going full spread across that red bubble. This is a gas site. Alright. So let's make it a little smaller. Give me the green. Better. Not quite there. So, since we're relatively centered, we'll make it smaller yet, and then do it again. Hopefully that'll give me what I want. Got it. That helps a little. Alright, so bookmark our wormhole. Or gaslight, rather. Gas 1. 2 days. Alright, so we have that. We have our probes in. V-scan. V-scan, yeah. Right, regular click, hold down, go to TAC, put down the emergency warp, submit 2 days, so that will be my warp out emergency spot. Turn off the afterburner. Seems to be that when I warp within 50 on these locations for gas sites, I seem to land on top of one. So I warp to 50 at this site. I should land on top of one.
Warp drive active.
We'll find out. Okay. More B. sight. Get to work. Nothing apparently in space. Landed right on top of one. You want to orbit at 500. Afterburner on. Okay, so we are mining gas. Why are we? We are way outside where we need to be. Orbit at 500. Why are you? Really? Come on. Approach. Get up there. Did I not click 500? Could have swore I did. Orbit 500. Alright, let's slow down a bit. I have to keep within 15. V, hit the V, hit the V, hit the V, hit the V. More scanning, less talking. Mining hold. Got 20 so far. We made 202 approximate thousand. I do like the idea of going quicker, but I think that's going to take me outside my orbit range. I'll just go max and see what happens. Way outside my range for my harvesters. I'm gonna orbit, but I'm not gonna use the afterburner this time because I am I'll try it on a rock in normal space first. I don't want to be caught messing about. Okay, so let's zoom in so people can see what's going on. I don't want to look at local anyway, because nothing's going to pop up on local unless they tell me, hey, we know you're here, we're going to kill you. But then it won't blink anyway. I turn the blink off. By the way, you can do that. You can disable the blinking of the chat feature by clicking on the little 3 burger icon thing and then turning off the blink on new message. Am I not harvesting? I am harvesting. Okay. So there's that. No ship, no ship. No. Worm tongue. Wait a minute. Worm tongue. Worm tongue. Isn't that a Harry Potter reference? Yeah, worm tongue. I think that was the rat, wasn't it? So how are we doing? We're doing 400 max velocity. And we are kicking on the micro warp drive to see what happens. So the micro warp drive comes on. I am going out because my speed is increasing, which is pushing me further out from the. Now I think I'll have to adjust my speed, and right now. So right now we have 1.6 million in our cargo hold. We've been here for a relatively short amount of time. We have yet to encounter anybody on our D-scan, which is good. Quiet is good. Keep scanning. Stay focused. Don't know what's going on. watch for NPCs, watch for PCs, watch for the floating space ducks which come to kill me, along with the chickens from frigging Ocarina of Time. Don't mock the chickens, they will peck you. Mother cluckers. What do we do here? What have I done? Literally, basically pushing this as quick as I can. Probably going too quick. So slow down. Don't give myself a heart attack. Optimally, you could have, I believe, between 15 and 20 minutes to do this before NPCs show up. Once I get NPCs on grid, I cannot do this because I can't fight off the ships. I don't have a combat ship to destroy them. My drones are insufficient. My armor is insufficient. So I'll have to warp away and find another system. Or come back with a combat ship, blow them up. Which I wouldn't do. But that's just me. I mean, you can do it however you choose to do it. Personally, the comment section seems to have been fairly spot on a lot of the suggestions they're making. Maybe the size of the afterburner or the micro warp drive might play a factor in the orbiting, or maybe I'm not toning down the speed enough when I have the warp drive on, but why would I want it on if I can just maintain my orbit? I guess making an orbit would make it more difficult for me to scan down, I'm guessing, because I'm not in the same location, but they have the same basic area. I don't see anybody, doesn't mean anything. They literally could be cloaked right up the outside of where I'm at, or following me within 3,000. $3.2 million. Haven't been doing this for very long at all. 3.4 million. General, watching directional scanner, watching blue gas ball, rotating camera so people don't get bored, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. It's kind of a cool effect. Now there were some sites out here where you gas harvest and you can take damage, but I can't remember what kind of site those are. If you can remember what they are, if you know right off the top of your head, feel free to put it down in the comment section. Feel free to comment down in the comment section. Also drop the name suggestions in the comment section. Go back, watch the old video. Yay! Everybody likes the old videos. Not all of them, I'm sure. The ones where I dress in a Barney costume and do a dance. I love you. I can't sing that song or I'll get a copyright strike and then I'll have a frown. No, yeah, enough of that. Yeah, copyright. I get it. And I don't get it at the same time. I mean, they get the right to protect their creation. Being a person who creates, I can understand that. However, it's kind of a drag because there are some things out there, especially when it comes to music, that would make these videos like 100 times better. But then again, you pay a premium for a premium product, so I can't really complain. But some of these fees, the fees are a bit excessive, I think. But then again, supply and demand. They make the supply, you have the demand, they get to set the price. But I think it was 140,000 or 200,000 for 30 seconds of cherry pie in one movie. You know, She's My Cherry Pie. That is insane. The majority of the budget in the film goes to the paying of the actors. How would you know that? I've been around. You have to pay them Screen Actor Guild wages. For spoken dialogue. Then there's even a on-set extra fee for extras. Which is why digital content is making Hollywood quick. You can put a lot of people out of work. You no longer need to necessarily have 100 extra. You can digitally create them. Yes, I am focused. I am still watching. I see you sneaking up on me. Don't think you're gonna go. No. Yeah, I see you. No. Okay. Space Ghost. Alright, so we have 1,080 and we're going at about 5 million right now. So far, so good. .360, 14.3 AU. That says down here. My range, 14.3 AU, angle of sphere. Not a fan of the pink sun. I tend to play MMOs, but I also tend to play these MMOs alone for the most part. Kind of interesting little thing ever since I played like World of Warcraft on through EVE, whatever. Ragnarok Online. I tended to play by myself, even with a group. I isolate myself off and do my own thing. Even though in EVE I am technically my older primary character in the second largest alliance in the game for almost a decade. I bet you somebody's Googling right now. What's the second largest alliance in the game of EVE? Would that be spoilers? The first largest, or the largest, is Goon Swarm Federation. The second largest is Pandemic. The Pandemic Horde or Legion. Which one? It's all part of the same thing anyway. Pandemic Horde. 41,000, I believe. Like 1,000 separates Goon Swarm from the Horde. I've been in both. I was in Goon Swarm for about a week. would never go back. Just because of the quality of the people. It's like they were potty trained at gunpoint. You must perform. You must. Do X, X, and X. Even if you fail, you will get slaughtered. Okay, we'll kick you out. But either way. And yeah, I didn't make my quotas for something. They kicked me out. And the Horde has been very friendly. It's like one of the first corporations I ever got into in EVE, which doesn't exist. Actually, it does exist. East Eve Trading. So we are at 7.4 million roughly. We won't get that, but as you see, we haven't been here for very long. It's been 15 or 20 minutes. We don't have NPCs on grid yet. And if I was a smart person who wanted to gank me, I'd wait until I got my ship stopped mining, and then I would blow me up and try and save what I could, including any ore I might have mined. But I think you can save gas. I think it drops. I'm not sure. If you know of gas drops, make sure to make a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget the names. 3 ships, 2 ventures, 1 gas mining, 1 regular mining, with a green, gray, blue skin. I'll show you that when we get back. And Anemicus, the ugliest ship in the game. Of course, there is... Yeah, we want to talk about that one. No, I don't have a scanner on here. That's right. Oh well. I thought I might have had a... mineral scanner or a survey scanner on here. I don't. What I do have is ECCM. And a very fast afterburner. So is my D scanning up to par? Oh. Definitely, a whole lot of stuff here. Go back to general. So I was going to filter out those structures. Moons and whatnot. But I should pick up combat ships. If I click on targets. Nothing. This is giving me targets plus that's the control towers. So we have 1,800 and about 9 million. So yeah, I tend to isolate myself in these games. And one of the main rules in this game is don't talk in local. So you're playing a massive online game with thousands of other people. One of the things is you're not supposed to talk to other people in local. people do. And usually they're selling stuff, trying to get money from you. Which I don't recommend you do. It just reinforces their bad habits. Makes me wonder my own motivation. As for those of you who are concerned about the medical absence, the individual who was in the hospital has been released. Things are getting better there. Got a road ahead of them, but thank you for any of your concerns that you posted. Just keeping you up to date on that. I think I have a slightly different approach to my content ideology. I'm not so focused on making every shot or every event look like a thumbnail, like Mr. Beast video. Just me playing a game, giving my thoughts, giving my perspective, making mistakes, learning as I go, bringing you along with me, because I figured, hey, why not? I don't get anything for this, really. I mean, don't get paid by YouTube. I have nowhere near enough subscribers. And on the other platforms I'm on, technically I could get paid, but I think I made 0.02 cents so far. So I'm rolling in it. Ooh, tired. Buy myself 1/10 of a penny candy. Maybe. After taxes, maybe not. Still nothing on D-scan, still nothing right on top of me that I could see. Thing. Only time you're safe is NPC station, and then you're not even really safe there because you have to come out at some point in time usually. Hopefully you can hear what I'm mumbling from too far away from the microphone. Because I'm not focused on the microphone. I'm trying not to die. So we have 2200 M3 of the Fillerite C84 gas in 1100 quantity at approximately 11.3 million, give or take. And a very sore index finger. Clicking the V button over. Get complacent. Don't get distracted. Get distracted when you're nice and safe. Don't know what corporation this is right off the top of my head. Still don't have any NPCs on grid, which is good for me. No PCs on grid, even better for me. What do we got here? Don't get distracted. Air. Okay, so air gave me a reward for visiting another gas site. Probably money and another crate. I haven't opened any of those crates. Probably things I need. Still orbiting 500, still going 400. Max 402 is what I can top off at. Yeah, I'm flying. So trying not to make this look like a cutscene in a movie. I mean, it's important to have high quality, and I prefer to have cinematic quality in everything I do. That's not why I'm doing it, really. But I can't be alone when it comes to being the only person who plays MMOs and ends up going solo. If you do the same thing, make a comment in the comment section below. Comments help drive the algorithm then increases push, the push then sends my videos out to people get to see the videos and watch me make a large splody mess all over space. And it will be a dual release Saturday, probably, meaning I will be releasing, if everything goes well, my Eve video, which usually is reserved for Wednesday, and my Fallout video, which is usually reserved for Saturday, so probably get both tomorrow. I want to do it before Sunday. And now you know my content release schedule. $26.40, 13 million, 13.3 million. Still spinning. Oh yes, by the way, about spinning. If you're sitting in your station and you don't know, when you start spinning your ship, I believe if you do it 10 or 20 times, you'll start to see a counter at the bottom of your heads-up display. There's actually a counter for the number of times that you spin your ship. And how many of you just started spinning your ship? I'm not sure if there is an upper number you can reach. I think I've got to like 500. Then I just either lost interest or I had to go somewhere. What it was. Alright, so we have about a half hold full of gas. It's got to be coming to an end up to cloud, I would imagine. My time limit here has to be pretty much close to the end, meaning there has to have NPCs inbound at some point. Just go to 20, taking me up to 14.1. I have made back almost the cost of my lost ship. Once, of course, I sell it. Eve, if you're watching CCP, the scanner button here, to save people repetitive stress syndrome in their fingers, you might want to make it so that you can set a auto interval so that you don't have to continually hit the button over and over again, wearing out your tendons and joints and stuff. My poor little finger. I can't believe I've gone this far and not been detected by anybody on a Friday. Right now at Null, I would be being attacked every which way. And we are at 29 and about 15 million. So basically we just made back the cost of a lost venture. $3,000 and 15.2 million. Theoretical million. Yeah, it's not safe until it's in your hold in a station. Another 20. Yes, I'm quiet. Yes, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. Alright, so we made back basically the cost of our ship plus a little more. We'll take it to 16 million and then we will warp out of the wormhole back to our station. And we're at 16 million. So, us. Right-click in space. I don't want to emergency, I just want to work 0 to the hole.
Warp drive active.
Shut those off. And we are en route to wormhole exit. It's going to pop up over here on the right side, probably. So as soon as my warp actually drops me out, right about now, I should be able to actually exit the wormhole. Then I will be in regular space. I should have my heads up display back. I don't. So let's go from here to the sun. Warp to 70.
Warp drive
Take
active.
a look real quick. Is that in our where we want to be? So we'll set destination there. We are 5 jumps from where we need to be. And now we warp to the next jump gate.
Warp drive active.
So, we have all of our probes. Yes. We have our mining gas, which we have 16.1 million. We are heading back to our home station, essentially. And that's a Praxis. That's a Praxis coming toward me. That's a Praxis on top of me. That's not a good thing.
Warp drive active.
Run! Run! Go run quicker. Nice looking ship. I do like the look of a Praxis, but then again I have a weird sense of taste. Reminds me of a compass. I'm in space. No one can hear you miss your exit.
Warp drive active.
We were a ways from home. D scanners down. We have our stuff there. Alright. Back on gate again. Nobody appeared. Waiting to blow me up yet?
Warp drive active.
So we are 2 jumps from back at the station. Such dramatic music.
Warp drive active.
And that is the last stop on our station roster. So we get through this gate and we have to go to warp gate to the station. And then we'll be able to dock. Oh, aren't you just waiting here in ambush?
Warp drive active.
Hello, Moon. Hello, people. I need to go fly
Docking
out
permission
the ship or
requested.
something.
Docking request accepted.
Anytime you want to, yeah, there you go. Pull me in. Now, for all intents and purposes, we are safely docked up. Our apparent haul will be about $16.1 million for the amount of time we did our mining, which was relatively short compared to mining rock. So we made back the cost of the ship we lost, plus about $1 million, a little over. This goes down into our ore storage. And that is that. We have our mining venture, which also needs a name, so I'll show you what that looks like, because we have a new paint job on it. It's kind of a gray-green, kind of, don't know what to name that. Not ugly, but not pretty. I mean, I might kick it out of bed for eating cookies. Just, you know, one of those kind of ships. Bad ship. Okay. So we got the mining venture, and then we have the Imicus. And the Imicus also needs a name. And that looks like a grumpy old sailor. Also kind of a muted green. I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it? Or a duck. I got a duck head. Duck bill. Big duck eyes. With a crutch. Ah, I'm reaching. Anyway, we need to name those 3 ships, so make sure to enter that information below. Have any comments, hints, suggestions, or otherwise want to say anything, make sure you make a comment below. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. I appreciate you coming by, and no matter where you go, there you are. Thanks for coming by. Next time. Later.